I just got back from Vegas today.
Did you really?
Went to Vegas?
I was at Vegas last night.
Why were you in Vegas?
Patricia's dad's 60th birthday.
Wow.
He had been there for like a lot of days. My in-laws were there with friends, but it was their last day. So we just went out and just gambled and ate.
He likes gambling?
Oh, yeah. He's so good at blackjack. Dude, he won. It was the biggest win I've ever witnessed in person on a slot machine.
Oh.
He went up to, it was like Tarzan versus the Wild slot machine. And he put in like $100 and was betting like $10 each turn.
Right.
And then it got down to like the last $10. And I was still like, let's just walk away. Hits it. Like, and he won $2,000.
Wow.
Off one spin. It was
so sick.
massive. It was great. It was his 60th birthday.
Did he stop there?
Yeah.
Oh,
he
good,
stopped.
good.
But I mean,
That's
continued to play blackjack with his winnings. But that was amazing. And then I got a lot of cash on me.
Oh, easy with that.
I played one of those fishbowl games. You know, like there's all these different things.
The one where you...
It's the fish that are in the fish bowls, and you like feed them and stuff, and the fish get bigger and bigger, and then eventually the fish is so big the fish bowl breaks.
I've never seen
that. Sounds like one of those like Steve will do it, like the betting like computer little thing type games.
And I'm not a big like slot machine guy, and so I went in and did that. I won $300, and I was like, "Woo! Wow, that was amazing!" And then I looked at another machine, and that fish was about to pop. I then go, "Yeah, this game."
Oh,
and then I played another one. I won $600 on that one.
Wow.
Wait,
all within 20 minutes.
You want it to pop?
You want it to pop because then you get this like bonus round, and then there was like this gold fish bowl at the top, and then that popped while I was in the bonus rounds, and it was saying like next up, and I was like, "Holy shit!"
So people are pretty much putting in money to feed this fish, and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. But who's gonna feed it when it's so small?
Someone who just goes up to the machine and doesn't really know how to play it. I noticed that with slot machines is there's ones that are like
game.
You have to know the game.
Yeah, and there's all those ones that just look like they're about to pop. I know that's like a themed one, and those are the ones I like. But still, sometimes it just doesn't fucking pop, and it will drain your fucking money.
That's like the grown-up version of where you drop the coins in and it like slides it to the edge.
Yes.
And you just...
And it just, that
is so frustrating.
That's exactly the game.
I hate, because I will sit there thinking I'm going to get that thing to topple over in the edge. And by the end of it, you're hanging off like 5 inches, just sitting, like the coins are just like.
And the amount of money you're going to win back is all the money that you spent
already
into it. Just
I bring back this cruise trip maybe once every few weeks, but that was in the casino. Remember?
Yeah, they had like the rolled up dollar bills.
My mom was there half the time.
She got stuck.
Yeah, she was addicted to that game.
What's good about doing that on a cruise ship though? The boat's already I'd just be like,
yeah,
praying for a storm.
Yeah,
it's so funny. Like the games we tell ourselves, like when you're on that slot machine, you're like, okay, when it gets down to 100, I'm walking. And then it gets at 100, you're like, maybe just a couple more times. Get that.
Okay.
That wasn't me. Who was that? You know what? Screw it. Burn it all.
Another cruise soon?
I really would like to.
It depends on where it is.
I want a roller coaster on the one I go next.
A roller coaster?
Yeah, there's cruise ships have roller coasters on it. I love me a roller coaster, so I think that's a great update. But you know what, guys? We have a great episode, as always, coming to you live on the show. So we're going to run the intro.
Come on, baby. Let's get it.
It's coffee talk, baby. Let's Unfiltered, yeah.
All right.
Welcome back to Zane and Heath Unfiltered, baby.
Oh, that's good.
I'm going to hit this slot real quick.
This.
Welcome back to Zane and Heath Unfiltered. I'm Zane.
I'm Heath.
I'm Matt.
I'm Mariah.
And we are unfiltered.
Say it.
I did say it.
Okay.
It reminds me of Larry David when he was announcing Ariana on the SN. It was a
yeah, and he just couldn't get it right.
And so now we have I'm. Just shows her.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ariana.
God, my favorite. So good. How's everybody's day been? Good.
Yeah.
Better than mine, hopefully.
Busy day, but good day.
Yeah, not too bad.
All right.
I had the power go out in my garage, so I was
Just your garage?
yeah, the lights in my garage.
Do you think the power grid went down?
Well, I think I know what happened.
What happened?
So there's no AC in the garage, right?
Right.
And it's where I spent a lot of like my time with Jordan. We're out there like working, like video stuff, like editing and things like that.
Yeah, right. He's playing that race car simulator game.
Yeah, it's where I'm working.
Practicing for the next.
I'm flying in my VR. But there's no AC out there, so I bought like portable AC units. So we set those up, got those installed, and it was running. We finally were feeling cool in there because it gets to like 100 degrees in the garage.
Oh, it's so hot.
We're like cooling down. We're like, this is amazing. We should have done this sooner. All of a sudden, boom, power goes down. I'm like, oh, I think we just like overloaded it or something. So it was a lot of like brainstorming and problem solving, trying to figure out where the issue was. And we traced it to this one outlet. So we were like getting a new outlet for it. And
you had to get a whole new outlet for it.
yeah.
Because like the fuse within the outlet.
So it didn't like trip the breaker, right?
Oh.
So we had to like find exactly where it was along the line that got messed up because it was still getting power to that like section.
I thought you got like the giant helicopter fans in your garage. Is that not you?
No.
You don't have like that giant, you know the giant ones I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The big ass fan.
I swear I thought I saw
got
one in there.
Like the hex ceiling lights. That's all I have.
Got it. Okay. Huh.
But we found it, swapped the outlet out, and
With a more powerful one or just a different one?
just a different one. I think what it was, it just blew that one little
yeah.
three-way socket
The
thing.
previous owners also wired it funny.
Yeah, electrical is something that
Yeah,
like
definitely.
you know is supposed to be done a certain way to code, and sometimes people take shortcuts, right?
Yeah.
Because they think it's behind the wall. Somebody else will deal with it when the issue happens.
The said somebody else.
I was the someone dealing with it. But it was good. We got it fixed, and
I
we're up
never
and
know
running.
how like the outlets work. You know when you get a blow dryer putting in it, and it's like, oh, and they give you 2 buttons, and something's resetting, and you just gotta
Yeah,
like.
I'm always just like
It's
a
crazy.
slot machine. Just
yeah.
Oh,
crazy
on like
you
a
don't know.
GFCI.
GFCI, that's
Yeah.
what it is. I remember learning about that as a kid, and like in a video,
Yeah, you
they're
gotta,
like,
like,
"What
reset.
do you mean the FBI?" They're like, "No, the GFCI."
And not only does the outlet have the buttons, but the blow dryer like has buttons on it too, where you just clicking both, and you
Yeah,
don't
you gotta,
know what
you
it's.
gotta like blow dry your hair in the dark because if you plug it in, like your lights will go down.
yeah,
Yeah.
my Dyson is so powerful that sometimes the lights will flicker. So I have to do it in the dark and just hope to God.
Right?
that much power.
Is someone here with us?
Yes.
Every time you turn it on. What fun little projects do you have going on at the house lately?
I have something boring, but I'm excited about.
It's not boring.
I don't know if we've talked about when my mom came to visit. She helped us start our garden, and we have herbs and vegetables going, and we have like little family.
You have like a family of like.
We got little peppers, tomatoes.
Oh, kind of like what
all
we saw
coming
in New York, like
It's
the.
exactly like that.
yeah, we got that.
You
going
should
on.
get like the vines
Well,
where
we
it
have-
makes grapes.
We got
grapes.
grapes and we have the cage, so it's got to start. We have to train it and show it which way to grow. It's
Next thing you know, it's gonna start going in. You're starting to wear like a checkered red dress, hair ponytail, picking it like you're in a movie.
Oh, forget it. I have
My
my gloves and
toddlers
hat.
wanted fresh wine.
Oh, that girl on TikTok.
Nara Smith.
Nara. So we had 3 that we were planted. We did watermelon, cucumber, and something else.
We're trying to learn the seasons. We're trying. It's gonna take a while. I'm learning how to harvest and what's the word?
Pruning.
Pruning, harvesting.
Okay,
I'm
we
learning
are in
all
a
that.
pilgrimage era. Love that for you.
I'm excited. I just got my first bunch of basil. That's
Yeah, it's nice to finally
pretty
like
much it.
reap the benefits,
Yeah,
right?
get some
we're
rosemary.
reaping what we're
It's
sowing.
really cool to go
Mint.
out there and just pick it. Yeah,
Oh,
we
I
have
would go.
everything.
My dad had a garden when I was a kid. I would go out and
Oh
just
my
pick mint and
God.
just smell it.
Yeah.
And you were like,
I would just put it in my mouth. And
yes, yeah, I love that.
So,
So
question:
good.
are we going to be not selfish? That's the wrong word. But are we going
we're
to be
gonna
inviting
share.
the neighbors over? Like, hey, would you like to pick some fresh?
They're really small right now. It's like enough for like one meal.
I have,
Okay,
I have
all
a
right.
picture, I have a picture of the peppers
Yeah, they're
Still invite them
Because
over. Pick what.
because the plants are still small, so the vegetables are really tiny. But it's,
yeah, it's like it's making like mini versions.
Yeah.
but it's very rewarding to watch.
And
Yeah.
it's for free.
And I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty easy. I don't know if it's like the California weather makes it easy, but like just watering it and clipping them and just taking care of them and training them on how, like we have certain vegetables, the bigger vegetables in their own little section because they grow outwards instead of up.
Yeah.
So we're learning like which direction you can train them to grow in different directions. So right now for the herbs, like they were growing up. I didn't know like if you trim them a certain way, they start growing like a bush, like bigger. Wider.
Yeah.
It's like it's kind of like a little bonsai project, right?
I love it.
Are you gonna keep us fans like updated on your journey? Are you gonna make like TikToks?
If anyone cares, sure.
I think it'd be fun to watch. I would watch it. I'd subscribe to that.
I think once it's like yielding a lot, right?
Yeah.
I think it'll be because we need a good yield to show it off, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to go out there. All right, we're going to go do our it's one tomato on it.
Heath, I think people seeing that it started so small at first, and then
Well, we have pictures and
bigger.
videos of when it was
I
little.
just
Okay.
took videos of it. Actually, yesterday I took videos of it.
that's good, just in case, in case.
But
you use
it'll be
later.
cute to do like a farm to table little video, right?
Yeah,
course.
I would watch that.
What's y'all's favorite hose setting?
Shower.
I
Because
like a
it's like
mist.
Mist is nice.
And I love cone.
Okay.
But what is the point for cone setting? Just for vibes?
What's the point of the line setting?
Oh,
what
yeah.
is just a line?
is good.
oh the
Why?
jet.
Jet. Oh, it's the best when like
No,
the
no.
dad's in the backyard and just like jets the window like like
You know what I think the best is just good old fashioned full.
oh yeah, good full.
Just
Good.
Everything at once. There's no like order to the way it's like spraying out. It's just it's going.
Cut the bullshit.
Yeah,
just
just
cut the
full.
bullshit. But what is flat? What is it watering? What do you need a water that's flat?
So that would
That
be
needs
more
a
for
flat-
like getting
Delicate herbs?
No.
Oh.
Flat would be for like an aggressive thing. So if you
Pressure washing.
think about pressure washing, like you need to cut through it. Like
That does not come out as pressure for pressure washing.
it puts more pressure in a finer line, so you can like if there's like mildew or something on the sidewalk, you can like hit that as opposed to full. You're not gonna soak something. It's a more
Power.
aggressive
Power.
stream.
Now,
right?
what about cone? Do we know what is the point for cone setting? Here, I'm going to ask.
Look at the little.
Look at how
What is
little
Mariah, she got a fat ass.
thick pepper.
Damn. I think that Pepper's having a Brat summer. Oh, I see your socks. Everybody, well, Mariah and Matt, both of you are having a Brat summer. Look at the green.
Oh, yeah.
Is green
I
something
don't.
right now?
Nobody make fun of me because I'll cry. What is Brat summer?
Well,
All right,
it's-
me and Matt got this.
I'm like, is it the color green?
You know the song I got.
don't sing it.
Okay,
Like,
you know
I
what I'm
just
talking.
got it out of my
Yeah.
head.
You know, okay.
Well-
So she came out with an album. It's called Brat. The
Who's
album
she?
Charlie
XCX.
Okay.
came out with
Yeah.
an album. It's called Brat. It's a
Okay.
green square. That's the album cover, and it just says Brat. Very simple, but everybody just knows the color and knows that's the album cover, right?
Right.
So, I think in one of the songs she says Brat Summer. It just became like a trend where it's like,
I do think
oh,
there
we're
is a
having
song
Brat
called
Summer.
Brat, but yeah, it's a state of mind. It's just we're
Okay.
having a
State
Brat.
of
You know, it's like
mind.
hot girl summer, cool boy
yeah,
winter,
yeah.
or whatever. It's just we're having a Brat summer. It's the top pop album
Got
of the
It's supposed to be sassy.
Now
you
I
know?
know.
It's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And it's a specific shade of green.
Yeah, it's like.
chartreuse.
Oh yeah! Wow, that's literally it.
That I would say, a little bit more yellow,
Neon
probably.
green.
Neon green.
But
yeah.
it's becoming a very popular color because of her album release.
Okay, it is in right now.
Yeah, Brat Girl Summer.
It was a very smart for like marketing wise,
Apples are green.
like the Granny Smith apples.
I'm having a Granny Smith summer.
Yeah,
I want to do that dance so bad, but I just don't want to like.
I think I memorized it and I've never even tried it just
don't-
from
I don't
seeing
like
it
the
so
dance.
much.
By the time I want to do a TikTok dance, it's dead. Like it's on its way out, and I don't want to do it.
you
But-
like that dance?
I think it's so like simple. I like how it goes to the beat. I think anybody can do it.
I mean, yeah, like a kid can do it. I feel like it's a very like. I'm not making
like
fun of it, but it's just.
I like
I've,
the easy dances.
I've seen better dances. I've seen like much
It's
better
like
dances.
it's like the cha-cha slide, you know? It's not a hard dance, but everybody likes to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Heath, that was a great little
Yeah.
Analogy?
analogy. I didn't know if that was a word.
It's a simile.
I don't think that's the
simile?
right word.
All similes are likened as.
Comparison.
I love that we're all learning together every episode with me.
Because we are growing.
Yeah. Wow.
Skibbity Riz toilet, you know?
Do we have mystery words today?
No,
Did you give us mystery
do
words?
You guys know it's skibbity Riz. You know how like kids are saying it now, and it's like a huge. We're talking about Gen Alpha. This isn't Gen Z.
Wait,
shit.
what is
They're
Gen
like-
Alpha?
They're like 11, right?
Yeah.
Wait, is that? Hold on. Stop. Is that an actual thing?
Yeah.
Gen Alpha? Yeah,
They're
it's
new.
behind. Yeah.
So it goes millennial, Gen X, Gen Alpha.
They're born between 2010 and 2021.
And
Wow.
why are we hanging
Well,
around
Gen
with
X is before
Gen
I
us.
did not
Alphas?
know there was
Matt?
one before. Okay.
Yeah, it's Gen Alpha, but Skibbity Riz, like, if you go up to like any like young kid and ask them like Skibbity Riz toilet, have you not even seen the video about like it's the head in the toilet where
Yeah.
it's like
It's-
And something
Skibbity-bitty-bitty-bitty.
and something with Ohio.
yeah, I think so. It's like this huge look
It's
up
happening, Heath.
Skibbity
It is.
Skibbity
so embarrassing.
Skibbity toilet. And now this has gone crazy viral with kids play it to see like
Oh, it's a show?
no, well now it's a full fucking show, but this one video
Wow.
went crazy viral. Kids think this is like fucking hilarious.
Oh, okay. So
It's like our annoying orange.
Got
Yeah.
it.
Or like our crazy
frog.
crazy
Yes.
frog.
Let's
And-
do the crazy.
but like they
frog.
also think that like this would have still gone viral, this same video, probably even 20 years like later, and they think
Yeah.
it's because what is it? Skibbity is just there's something about it that makes like the human brain just go like that's hilarious or funny.
Yeah.
Like that's why like jazz singers scat and stuff and
skibbity doop bop, skibbity isn't that like
yeah.
Shibbity boop bop.
I'm gonna have a very hard time connecting with trends with my kids because who knows what's gonna be out when we're 45, 50.
yeah.
You know, I don't want to be left out of the loop.
But then I'm always just trying to make sense of it. I just
Honey,
think
show me
it's
the new
curious.
trends.
Skibbity-
What's the new memes? What's a meme? It's just gonna be long gone. They're not gonna be called memes anymore. They're gonna be called like GPGs.
Very
Something,
good.
You know, just something like just
Yeah.
some code shit.
Before we continue, we want to give a big thank you to our sponsor of this podcast, Shopify.
You hear that, Heath? Mm-hmm. That's the sound of another sale on Shopify, baby. And the moment another business dream becomes a reality.
Shopify is the commerce platform revolutionizing millions of businesses worldwide.
Whether you're selling clothes, candles, coffee, glasses, books, literally anything, Shopify simplifies selling online and in person so you can focus on successfully growing your business.
And Shopify covers every sales channel from an in-person POS system to an all-in-one e-commerce platform. It even lets you sell across social media marketplaces like TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram.
Packed with industry-leading tools ready to ignite your growth, Shopify gives you complete control over your business and your brand without having to learn any new skills in design or code.
And thanks to 24/7 help and an extensive business course library, Shopify is there to support your success every step of the way.
Any products that Heath and I sell, whether it's merch, whether it's flavored PB Co, whether it's Cremota, anything, we use Shopify. It's honestly the best platform. It's awesome for people that like don't know how to like run a business through your computer. It's just the way they have it set up is just so user friendly, and it's just perfect for people like Heath and I that like don't know that world at all.
That's right. It is really simple to use. And now it's your turn to get serious about selling and try Shopify today.
If you want to take your business to the next level, sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/unfiltered, all lowercase.
That's right. All you have to do is go to shopify.com/unfiltered.
One more time so you don't forget, shopify.com/unfiltered. Thank you, Shopify, for sponsoring today's episode. We love you.
There's something that I just found out on the way here, and it's Olympics related, but it's the most based thing I've ever heard. It is.
Nice word. I haven't
Thanks,
heard
man.
you use that one
Skibbity
yet.
Rebop.
Yeah. Skibbity Reebok. Their new
It
shoes.
is so sick. So there's a guy competing in the Olympics for Australia for field hockey,
Okay.
and he had an injured finger, and the recovery time to fix it would take too long, and he wouldn't be able to compete.
Oh, shit.
And it was faster for him to amputate the finger and cut it off to be able to
no.
compete. So he had his finger cut off.
No way.
Just like the
Just
top
so he
tip
can-
area
yes.
for people who are listening.
Just to compete.
Wait, did they is it done yet? Like
There's a picture of him right
no, not
Oh.
his finger. I'm talking about like did the game happen yet? Like did the turn did
Has he played
for the
yet?
Olympics? Yeah, like has the
I
game
think it's
happened
currently
yet?
going on right now.
That
It's
is
currently going on
bad
right now.
fucking ass.
Yeah,
Isn't that
that's
sick?
a
Y'all do
really
it?
cool story.
Would you do it?
No.
Well, I think like
You're the Olympics.
Yeah,
Zane.
I would
You've gotten
definitely do
so
it.
close.
I would do it.
I would be so upset
Really?
if a little
It's a finger.
fingertip stopped me, and
Right.
if I was at the age where in 4 years to happen again, I wouldn't be able to compete. It would drive me
like
insane.
it's different if it's an arm or a leg. A
Right.
finger. If this is like my life, get rid of the finger.
Okay, so you compete, you don't win anything.
It doesn't matter if you win or lose, just the fact that you got
But
to
you-
represent your country and go out
But
there.
you know that's going to hit harder though.
if you lose,
Yeah, because
100%.
Who cares about? Because who cares about? If you don't have that, if you don't have a medal, who cares about you?
Oh,
No, I'm not saying me myself.
It's
I'm
your
saying
own, it's
genuinely
your own
like,
accomplishment though. Like to be able to say I went to the Olympics and I competed is itself like one of the
incredible feat.
greatest honor
and that's
accomplishments.
gonna be always his reminder. Like that's
Yeah.
so cool.
But why can't he just work like? He quits. He can't join the team, and then he works hard that year, and then joins the next year. Like, do you only get
4 years?
Or sorry, in 4
He could be too old to where like you're gonna have new up and coming people that are gonna be getting better, and you're gonna like you might not be able to.
this
It's like
could be people's only chance.
Yeah, you know what?
to be in
I
it.
didn't really think about the 4 years.
And it's good press. I mean, now it's all about
the
like
4 years.
yeah.
it's incredible that Simone Biles that they just won gold. She's like the oldest
She's
gymnast
insane.
ever to
She-
get this far to because she didn't do the last Olympics, so it's been like 8 years, and she
Crazy.
still came out on top and did the damn thing.
She is actually like superhuman.
Yeah. Canada got kicked out. I think it was the female soccer team. Hopefully I got it right. They got caught cheating.
Really?
They
No
flew
way.
a drone over New Zealand's practice and they caught the drone and figured out it was their drone.
That's some bring it on
spying
shit,
them.
huh?
Yeah,
And
it
they have to
is.
like apologize to New Zealand, go back home, apologize
The whole
to the rest of
country.
Canada. Like that is imagine you got caught.
That's
well,
not-
one, just cheating in
Good
general.
thing,
is
good thing they're
terrible.
really good at apologizing.
Sorry.
I'm so sorry. Eh?
I'm sorry.
That's not worth it at all. That's crazy
Yeah,
to
that's
even.
insane.
Imagine like you didn't even know. Like this was more coaches cheating and you're just a player. You're focused
Yeah.
on your own fucking game and getting into your own headspace. And then you find out you guys can't play because one of your coaches cheated.
Do you think? Well, what happened in this situation? Was it like was everybody involved or just the coach? Like what?
They expelled from the tournament.
It didn't matter. It's just the whole team.
You're going
Doesn't
home.
matter who.
Bye.
I
would be
want to
so
see.
mad.
I want them to start posting their own like story. Like who was it? Like whose idea was
Who
it?
flew the drone?
Used to.
Damn, that's really sad, and that sucks for the team. If the team was not involved in that really fucking sucks.
I know. I think there's still more story like
Oh,
developing.
and they'll
on
never
it.
be
I just
invited.
learned
Even
about
if they were young and they were good, they will never be invited back. They'll never be able to perform probably another
Maybe
Olympics.
4 more years.
If I was the Olympics, I would never. Not one person on that team would be allowed back.
We were wrong about last episode. North Korea was in the Olympics.
Yes,
They are.
I saw that.
They are. And it was funny because I was watching the whole parade happen.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, North Korea's actually in it. I'm like, okay, good for them. But they got, I believe they placed second. They got the silver medal in table tennis with China and South Korea. China beat them. South Korea got third. But South Korea
must
took
have
a selfie with North Korea's team, which is like huge. And the North Koreans were like so nice about taking the selfie with them. But right now, like the whole both countries are like, this selfie is going viral. Like, what does this mean? Is this
do you
a
think they're
symbol of
both? Do you think
peace?
they're both happy about it? Like the.
Imagine they go to take a selfie and they're looking at like the phone. Like, what is that?
Yeah, like they probably think they're in
not
the phone now. Like,
Yeah.
Like if it's like phones are banned over there and they don't even know what a cell phone is.
that has to be so wild though. Like getting out of that country and then finally coming and seeing this
Crazy.
whole.
That's where world problems need to be solved at the Olympics because they're all there.
Battle
Every
it out.
country is or battle it out. Yeah, whatever problems is happening, just you have to attach it to the teams, and then that's how you solve it. But that is all on the team. But incredible athletes. My God, I didn't watch every game. I watched a little bit of the table tennis, or not ping pong. Same thing.
Table
right?
tennis, yeah.
I watched some of the diving.
Have you seen badminton? Did you see those?
Yes,
No,
I saw a bit
no.
of badminton.
The the divers too.
Divers are crazy.
Oh my, like they were getting 8s and I couldn't see anything wrong with the synchronization of the
You have to be
dives.
so in sync with your partner. And like when you're up there, just like 1, 2. You would be a great diver, Mariah. Because
Thank you.
I mean, that's basically like dancing while falling. Like
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
nailing it.
it's gymnastics.
And that in the splash, getting it just to
Yeah.
be nothing.
I know.
I like to think in another life I would have been like a really good diver too for some reason.
You
just
would, yeah.
diver or like a dancer.
Yeah,
diver
you would have been a
dancer.
great diver.
It'd be perfect, but just everything leading up to it would look really off. Like, I'm just like the funniest person to watch dive because just my body does not look right until I do the dive. The synchronized swimming though, have you seen those clips on TikTok? Oh
unreal.
Unreal to me that made me shocked the most.
How do I get that? Has to be so physically just demanding. They're getting water splashing your face. I know that they got like the nose pinches on and
They're
stuff.
upside down underwater.
I would just be like, stop.
How are they picking themselves up off the water by themselves without any like? You see how they're lifting
kick
to
really
their
hard.
knees?
Yeah. Unbelievable.
How are they doing that?
I just thought like growing up, synchronized swimming was just something people did in their pool, like in their backyard. I didn't know it was such a serious thing. I thought it was like rich people parties at like mansions that
Yeah,
have
that's
crazy
true.
homes.
Yeah.
They just have people in their backyard doing it,
Yeah,
right?
it's
Yeah.
more like a circus act than like it is
Yes,
like a
yes.
competitive sport. And I love the videos of girls who are synchronized swimmers and they do the peel of their
Yes.
because they put on this like waterproof gel that just cements like their entire hairdo. And it's just so satisfying watching them like clip it off.
Do they get points taken off if they see a hair like coming up? Because you know how they're so picky with like their dress, like.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Bring It On, or sorry, what's that movie? Stick It.
Yeah, when her bra
One of
strap
her
was
bra
out.
straps were out, so I didn't know. I feel like they're so strict in the Olympics, where like anything out of order.
Stick
But
It.
then again, I got it from Stick It. No,
Simone Biles, though, I think she put out a statement where her hair wasn't looking good one of the days, and she was complaining.
I couldn't stand people saying that. I'm like, you're sitting at home and she's at the Olympics.
Yeah, she had a great ponytail, like, or whatever, hairdo, but they were on their bus for 45 minutes and there was zero AC, and her hair just went to like shit. But she was just like, do
And
not
she's
make
also
fun of my hair today.
The fastest, highest tumbler I've ever seen in my entire life. Like,
Yeah.
what?
fine. We'll get Simone Biles here. All right, we'll do an
Mariah
episode with
would
her.
freak.
You like? Is that one of your favorite Olympians? Simone
Yeah,
Biles.
I guess so.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
She's just so unbelievable.
I just
she
always
is.
forget like how many celebrities come and watch the games. Even if I was like the best Olympian, I'd be like, "You're telling me Greta Gerwig's out there watching me?" Or like Tom Cruise, like
Ariana Grande is watching me right now.
Snoop Dogg's reaction to Simone Biles is so funny. He was like, "Woo!"
That is going to be the new thing.
Wow, that is one of the best pictures I've ever seen. But yeah, amazing. But you know where else had no AC? The Olympian Village, the rooms.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
I cannot believe their living conditions.
And they built those for the Olympics, and it was because they wanted it to more sustainable energy and like thinking, oh, this can be eco-friendly, not having AC. I'm sorry.
Get over it.
You
Like
have
not for
plenty-
these players.
Before we continue, we want to give a big thank you to our next sponsor of this podcast, Robody.
If you've ever heard of Ozempic or Wegovy, you've probably heard 3 things. They're effective, but they're expensive, and they're hard to get. That's where Ro comes in.
That's right. Through Ro, you can access prescription compounded GLP-1s with the same weight loss ingredient as the name brand GLP-1s at a fraction of the cost.
Exactly. Ro has compounded GLP-1s in stock now. You can get it in 1 to 4 days if you qualify.
And Ro members have support throughout the process. If eligible for medication, patients have access to their provider on demand for any questions.
And you can see if you qualify from the comfort of your own home. This means no scheduling a doctor's appointment, no commute to the doctor's office, and no waiting rooms, baby. If prescribed, your medication ships directly to you in 1 to 4 days.
And the best part is that memberships start at just $99 for your first month, and medication costs are separate. If you want to get started right now, all you have to do is go to ro.co/unfiltered.
Exactly. That's ro.co/unfiltered.
And go to ro.co/safety for black box warning and full safety information. Compounded medication is not required to and does not receive FDA review or approval, RX only.
Thank you, Robody, for sponsoring today's episode. We love you.
Matt King won gold. By the way.
That's amazing. I'm so happy for you.
But he was
Your
not
Google
in the
searches?
final. He was not in the final heat because I think they alternate. But he was in the contributing heat that got them to the finals. But he gets a medal. And Nick Itkin, one of my friends who's a fencer, he got bronze.
Oh,
Wow.
cool.
So
that's amazing.
Shout out to my friends. They got both. 2 people I knew got medals.
Matt, you're about to get an influx of emails from different energy brands, different athletic brands thinking it's you.
I show up for like a Speedo photo shoot, and they're like, bitch, what?
Matt, make the last 6 pictures something swimming related, just so people think it's you.
Matt's going to end up at this guy's wedding.
Do it.
Yes.
Dude,
Isn't
it's
it
so cool
great?
seeing your name on there.
I should share that on my
sick.
Instagram story.
You should.
No, just main feed it.
Yeah.
Matt, if you main feed it, that'd be really funny. Just that picture on its own.
We should get him on the pod. Just like have him bring
really
his gold
fun.
medal. We have Matt King.
Hey, Matt King, if this gets to you, come on the pod. It'll be fun.
Someone
The
from
Olympics.
Plantation, Florida, got a silver medal in women's synchronized diving.
Okay.
Oh, really? Okay, 954. Let's go.
Hometown hero.
That's amazing.
But I mean, I was so worried though when they were doing the parade and they were going down this Seine and it was raining. They had them all like in a boat and they're competing the next day. I'm like, these athletes are going to get a fucking cold standing out in the rain. Like I couldn't imagine like just trying to get in the right mindset.
Really trying to
being out
get
in the
them like, to
rain.
their lowest immunity before the fucking games, before the Hunger Games.
Was there anything else with the Olympics?
Trying to think.
Oh, and also girls around the world have been changing their their dating app locations to Paris, where the Olympics are, and matching with all these different Olympians. My assistant Leah, she matched with an Olympian.
Get out of here.
I think they like followed each other on Instagram and everything.
Whoa. Do you think the Olympians are like, wait, are you here or
they're leaning
not?
into it because Jordan was telling me the Olympians are like setting theirs obviously up to show that they're that. So like their profile picture is them like doing their activity.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
They're both in it. They're both in it for the long haul. Yeah,
They know exactly.
And you know,
what they're doing.
I think a lot of girls here are like doing it because they know at some point these Olympians are going to have to go to LA, right?
Yeah,
For
they have to shoot
something.
all their commercials.
Exactly.
And all of that.
They're
Absolutely.
preparing for 4 years from now because it's coming to LA in 4 years. So they're just getting.
Very good, Heath.
Hey, I know it might be a little early, but damn, yeah, that's
I
crazy.
really hope we get to go to the games in LA.
I'm sure we will. I'm
Right?
sure we will. At least one game.
There's so many people out here though. There's so many people that do what we do too.
Yeah,
Where I
but
feel like it's gonna be a
think we
fucking.
can get into like badminton. Like but I don't think we would be able to.
Let's
get
pick the
into-
most unpopular sport to watch, and then we'll get invited.
But also, you can just buy tickets, right?
I think so.
You could just like go be
Oh,
a
you can.
spectator.
And I think, but I don't know
Oh.
if they sell like a package like type of thing where you have to buy like
Like a day rate?
it's-
a day rate, or like
It's
you
like Coachella or
you buy
VidCon.
like a $4,000 package and you get to go to like
Right, and
these
you get
amount of
to
events,
choose
but
the-
you get to choose how
Yeah.
many. I think that's how it works.
Oh, you know what we should do? We should, because my dad works at Olympics every year, so he's going to be here in 4 years. We should get it through his company, and I'm sure we'll get like a huge discount
Okay, perfect.
because we would work with Coca-Cola every year for the Olympics, and we would and I think people were buying the Coca-Cola packages where people would go through Coca-Cola, they buy it through them, and
Well,
then
I love Diet Coke,
Coke,
so
exactly. Coca-Cola takes care of everything when it comes to like hotel travels, buses, chaperone getting there. I just found I probably shouldn't be talking about this, but I'm gonna do it anyways.
I love that.
My
I love
dad-
we need that energy.
So I thought my dad was working for Coca-Cola again for the Olympics this year.
Okay.
But he's not working for Coca-Cola. Why am I saying it like that?
You're saying Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola. It's just
For Coke.
Coca.
For Coke. I thought he was working for Coke this year, but he's actually working for this like crazy billionaire, like group of Saudis.
Oh, like a
Personal,
private.
personal. My dad cannot take. I kept saying like, Dad, like get a picture of them. I want to see, like, just for my. I just wanted to see. He's like, I cannot. I will get fired immediately. I can't take any pictures of them. But apparently they love him so much they want him to work for them, like for other stuff,
Is your
like
dad
private.
dressing like them, just like
No,
blend in
no,
with
but
the
they
group?
both speak the same language, so I'm sure there's a lot of like
Connection.
It hit. They hit
Whatever
it
They're
off
inviting
very
them
well.
on their yachts and
Yeah,
stuff.
like-
Yeah, my dad's not that lifestyle at all, but he's just like,
I saw Lebanon in the parade.
I
Took a
did. Thank you
picture
for sending me that
of
video
course.
because I was working, I wasn't able to get that.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see, just my country going through
Yeah.
with the squad. I want to see if I recognize anybody.
They all kind of looked like it. I was like, hey.
They all look just like me. Oh, that's so cool. It's so cool that every country is just there. And
It
you just
makes
get to,
you feel like, wow, this is our world. And everyone's showing up for the big
it hit
tournament.
me a couple days ago that it's like the whole, like I didn't think about the whole world, but it is really the whole world.
It's
so cool.
wild. No other planet that we know of does that. It makes it feel like fucking Star Wars.
No other planet does this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like why do we all fucking hate each other until the Olympics happen? And then we're like, we are the world. And then as soon as the Olympics done,
It's back to tension.
back to fucking, it's
Ain't that some
insane.
shit?
It's crazy.
But it does bring us together for
It
that
does,
one time.
just for a little
I
bit.
still wish, though, I know that they're being eco-friendly. Like, the flame isn't like a real flame this year.
Shut up. So
It's
just
like a fake flame. It's a fake flame.
How
it's
is that
it's misted water with like lights.
How is that environmentally friendly?
Because they're not burning fuel like 24/7 for like the.
They should be burning fuel all around the city. The city's even the electricity's going out because how much electricity.
That's
and
really
fuel
nice
that
of
they're
them
using.
to do that, and that was really thoughtful.
And the paper
all
straws.
the jets flying in to compete, all the
yeah.
millions of people that are flocking there and driving. Yeah, that
Like,
was,
let's be fucking
guys,
for
they
real
are
again.
reducing their footprint. I'll tell you that.
Because I
much.
bet it's like incentives though. Like if they commit to certain energy levels, they get like more money.
If you're gonna do it all the way,
right.
or do as much as you possibly can.
Yeah, no, let's go green. If you want to compete, walk there. Get on a rowboat, cross the ocean. Let's go green.
I like that.
I actually saw something that the skateboarders of the Olympics, their bus broke down, so they started skating there.
That's sick. That's
No,
so
wow.
sick.
So-
That is so punk rock.
that is like Lords of Dogtown. I love it.
Like, imagine the swimmers' bus broke down. They had to try to swim.
They jump into the river. They're along the.
You can only get there, like, with your sport.
That's so funny.
The bus full of Olympic athletes crashed on the way to the street course, and the skaters on board got off the bus and skated their way through the streets of Paris.
Wow.
So hot.
I wonder if it's like,
So
did they actually use this skateboard that they
Their
skated
competition?
on? Like, do they have a competition board and then like a
I'm sure they
practice
bring
board?
I'm sure they bring like multiple, right?
Boards, yeah, but you gotta like break them
But
in.
but
and
it's not
shit.
it's not
Like,
their own board, right? I feel like everyone has to have the same exact board.
That's a great question. No, I don't think so. Like,
I think you would have to have your own board, like, so that it's broken in almost.
Yes,
I feel like
yeah.
if you're using a brand new board, that's a hazard.
Okay,
Like,
so
you don't
as
give
long as
ice
the
skaters, you wouldn't give ice skaters
Yeah.
brand new skates and make them go out and do their tricks.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
but they obviously look at everything, right? Like the wheels are the same. Not yeah.
yeah,
There's
I bet
a
inspection
regulation.
where you go
Yeah.
in, you weigh it, they see your board before you go out.
Yeah.
Did you see oh gosh, it was China, I think. One of the players like had his paddle that he won with, and then he like set it down, and a cameraman walked over and stepped on it, and it like bent the paddle,
No.
and he was like so angry about it that it was bent, and that's what he like won with, and he goes, "Why would you step on my?" It was really sad that like. It's just the
That
one
sucks.
paddle that you want to keep that,
Yeah,
as your
that's-
memory. That's the one that you fucking did it with. And it's just
I don't know
bent.
why in that moment, like I'd be pissed at the same time. I was like, that just makes this a little better.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
hang it up, it's broken a little bit. They ask, why is it broken? It adds to the story.
I would get it if it broke in the act of winning, right?
yeah. Okay.
But like a cameraman not paying attention, accidentally stepping on it, I'd be like,
so what should we do with the cameraman?
step on him.
Murder.
Take the lens off.
Kill.
Go find it yourself.
Before we continue, we want to give a big thank you to our next sponsor of this podcast, BetterHelp.
What are your self-care non-negotiables? Maybe you never skip leg day or therapy day. When your schedule is packed with kids' activities, big work projects, and more, it's easy to let your priorities slip.
Even when we know what makes us happy, it's hard to make time for it. But when you feel like you have no time for yourself, non-negotiables like therapy are more important than ever.
Exactly. So if you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule.
And it's super simple to get started. All you have to do is fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist, and you can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge.
And you know what else is no additional charge, baby? Doing it from the comfort of your own home. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Having to leave your house to go all the way to therapy and, find a good therapist around here in this city.
Nope.
You're driving about 45 minutes in traffic. And you want to see them at a good time, right? After work, that's when traffic hits. Mm-hmm. You don't want to be sitting in traffic like that. You do it from the comfort of your own home, and you're not talking to somebody like your friends, your parents, your girlfriend, boyfriend. You're talking to a real therapist who's going to give you real advice and is going to give you an unbiased opinion.
That's exactly right. So never skip therapy day with BetterHelp. All you have to do is visit betterhelp.com/Zane and Heath today, and you're going to get 10% off your first month.
Exactly. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Zane and Heath.
Thank you so much, BetterHelp, for sponsoring this podcast and helping us and everybody watching.
Since we're talking about like different sports Olympics could bring, I think they should bring reality TV where they have one house in the Olympic Village and they put in the best reality TV stars.
Honestly, that would crush. Just with all the people, like as they're staying in these places, like getting ready, if that was filmed and it was showing everybody behind the scenes,
Yeah.
It would do
As
better
a
than
reality-
all the games.
it really would. The drama between the
Oh,
athletes.
yeah. Who's hooking up with who?
Imagine.
Oh, the tea.
Wait,
You
we're
know
all
what?
like,
That'll be LA's. It's going to be filmed. That's going to be our thing.
Confessionals. How do you really think?
think about like what Mariah's going to watch. Mariah's going to watch that. She's going to watch the reality TV show that's happening in the Olympic Village.
Yep.
It's hitting all markets.
I'm so impressed with just the Olympians who are so good at social media. Like you are there.
Yes.
You are there. I just would want to give my mental capacity 100% to just me thinking about my game and my craft and doing that. But they're like, oh, let's do a TikTok or got to post that. Or like, they're just, I have mad respect because like
These Olympians are doing like 20 TikToks a day and they're crushing it.
I love Alana Meyer. I don't know how you say her last name. She's the rugby player. She like, wears the lipstick.
That's one of the.
She
That's one
is
of the
like
ones. Yeah.
busting out that content. She's so likable. I love her.
So I just can't believe that they have a mental capacity for. There's literally no excuses. No excuses for me.
Yeah.
Because you got to cash in big when you're an Olympian because you work that hard in your like up to that point in your life, and then it kind of goes away.
Yeah.
You got to
own
maintain. I mean, look at Shawn Johnson, that gymnast.
Yeah.
She started doing YouTube right after, and massive success.
Yeah.
Everyone loves her as like a mom blogger.
She did like Dancing with the Stars immediately after, right?
too.
Yeah.
You gotta like make sure you have a little good trademark, or like Sha'Carri. Is that how you say her name? Sha'Carri Richardson. How she's all about like her hair, her nails. You gotta like accentuate all of these.
You got to put your personality into it.
And it also helps with like deal flows too, like brands. Brands see that you're like very active on social media. Maybe you didn't win like bronze or silver, but you're highly active and you're an Olympian, which is good.
It's like football too. You got to, you know, there's so many football players, professional football players. Mm-hmm. But like some people, they got personality. They put themselves out there. They like kind of, you know, they do their thing.
Yeah, the Kelsey brothers got a podcast.
Yeah, those two, man, crushing it.
But like Travis was like blowing up and like super popular before he started like dating Taylor Swift too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta put your personality into it. You gotta be good at like speaking and talking, because then you can become like a host on the TV talking about the game. I mean, look at Troy Aikman, Peyton Manning. They all do that. Shaq. They're all former sports players. But
Exactly. Have you guys seen the new? This is not about Olympics. We're done with that. Have you guys seen the commercial for the new AI like necklace?
Yes.
You saw
Friends. It's called Friends.
Friend.
Friend.
So
That sounds like a horror movie.
They bought the URL link friend.com. They bought like the trademark
For millions.
For millions, right? And so in my head, I was like, oh, this is just a joke. This is like kind of a troll, like a prank. I typed in friend.com and just watched the commercial. It's so weird. Like it
basically, like, you know, we view AI as like just to give me information to help explain things easier. This is more of a companion-based AI.
Gosh, I'm out of breath. We made it. Woo! I don't know how to woo very good. That's fair. All right, let's go.
Let me show you how to game, bro, okay? Oh, come on.
after this second one, we can
Are you serious? Come on, man. I hate this game.
Take notes, baby. Oh, man, you guys suck. Bro, you look like the back of the
Let's go.
Dude, what?
So, yeah, for the
No.
people who are listening, basically, like, Yeah, there's like a guy who's like playing video games with his friends and is like, I hate this game. And then the AI texts him, like, yeah, dude, you're getting crushed right now. It's like if a friend was texting you.
Right, but like that is the last. If I was getting crushed by my real life friends, and then I've got AI telling me, "Bro, you suck," like, and they're trash talking me, like, no, there is enough of that in the gaming community.
Yeah, why are they playing like the most depressing like sounding music behind it as well?
It's very black, like even
This
the
is
sound.
Black Mirror.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is horrifying. I'm
But
sorry.
but it's
This
not
is
even
horrible.
that. Did you see we're seeing so many episodes of Black Mirror like that's coming out, like like the black and white episode. What's that? Metalhead,
the one with the dog, the robotic dog.
You see how you saw the convention where they're showing the dogs, but they're like, I think they're supposed to be used for like future like battles or wars or some shit. Like they're putting guns attaching, and people are like protesting. Like these are not like these are being used for war. Like everybody like stop.
Yeah.
But those like it was literally those exact machines. It's like obviously they can have a mind of their own at some point.
And like, why does it have to look like that? It's just the whole necklace with like, it looks like a massive air tag, but like,
It looks like Life Alert.
I was just about to say that Life Alert.
But like, if you see someone with that, you're like, oh.
But
okay.
ironically, it'll kill you.
Yeah.
It makes me so sad, but then it makes you realize like, oh, maybe there are people out there who are just so lonely and they just need someone to be texting them and talking to. Imagine you don't have that many friends.
I get what you're saying. I don't think this is the healthy way to do it. I think this is going to make it worse.
I just don't like how they're promoting it either. Like, let's be realistic about the people that we're showing. You know what I mean?
Okay. I get the whole approach. Like, people are lonely, and there is somebody that doesn't have somebody to talk to. But this to me feels enabling and not helping the issue.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not.
I don't think this is healthy for your brain.
Yes,
I don't think it's going to fix it
It'll
in the
make it
long
worse.
run.
It'll make it worse.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if
This
you
is
get
scary.
people dependent on this and you take away that physical, that personal, that human interaction,
Oh, 100%.
it's so much more detrimental. It's kind of sad in a way to think like that, but it's not helpful.
Yeah. In a way, the only thing that I can see is helpful is that would prevent someone from like maybe killing themselves.
Yeah.
Right, but we have
unaliving.
hotlines. We have people for that.
Like real people.
Like
we can talk
especially
to a real
imagine the
person.
response. Like if you're gaming and it's like, bro, you suck, they're trashing you.
The thing is that AI is just, it could fuck up at any point, right? Like it can make mistakes just like anything else.
I guess so.
But
It's
who won't make a
just
mistake
way
is
of-
if you're talking to an actual like human on a hotline, which I'm sure is really good, those hotlines, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I fucking hope they are,
Oh, yeah.
because they need to be really good.
I think you need, if you're in that position, like you can seek help with a therapist that will give you exercises that will help you get better. This just seems like a Band-Aid.
It's exactly. It's just like that with even with like modern medicine and things. You know, it is good for certain things, but instead of solving the issue that's causing it, they're giving you a fix, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you won't be able to live without that fix.
Right, and you
because you'll
become
have-
dependent on something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Like,
sounds like
it's like
silly,
alcohol.
but it's just, it really though.
I'm not saying that this is a good thing. I do think it's a very like dark piece of like technology that is like, damn good.
You bet your ass I'm going to buy it though. I wonder how much it is.
It reminds me of that, there's that new movie that came out. It's basically Smart House, but a horror movie.
Okay.
Did you see that
Oh
movie?
no, what's it called?
I wonder where I saw it. Did I dream it?
Oh,
One
it's
second.
called Aya.
Yes.
Yeah.
AI, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I kind of like.
It's
I like the
based-
premise.
Remember
of that. What's
Smart
it?
House
Yeah.
on
Yeah. I
Disney?
know, I
You're
love that
not our
movie.
mom, Pat.
It's basically Smart House, but they have like AI, so an Alexa is like set up or whatever, and the house is talking to them. They have all these cameras set up, and the house ends up like turning on them and making them do like these crazy things. And,
Yeah.
and they're
Did you
they're
watch
making
it?
the kids turn on the parents, and
Interesting.
I didn't watch it.
I saw the trailer for it in theaters.
Afraid, and
Oh,
the AI in it is
Yeah.
That's it.
It's called
Oh
Afraid.
wait, is it a foreign movie?
No.
Oh, I want to recommend a documentary that everybody should watch. Everybody listening to. If you guys are a big fan of for everybody listening that's older too, our age, NSYNC, Backstreet Boys.
Oh, yes.
The O-Town, just all those bands, like all those like boy pop bands, like the first ones. There's a documentary that came out that's called Dirty Pop. a whole documentary. It's like a 4 or 5 episode series where
Great name.
Dirty
Such
Pop.
a
It's
good
great.
name.
Oh,
Perfect.
It talks about all the behind the scenes of the shit that happened while the Backstreet Boys and the NSYNC was coming up and their managers and all
Lou
that.
Pearlman, right?
Pearlman. I had no idea any of that happened.
Oh, yeah.
I was watching it. I could not believe it.
I didn't know that guy pieced it together and made those groups either.
And
Yeah.
he took all the money. It's crazy.
And frauded everybody, like all their friends, family members.
He's basically an evil Simon Cowell.
Pretty much.
Wow.
Basically. And yeah, I even remember when he died and Aaron Carter was like posting on his Instagram story, like, R.I.P. Lou Pearlman, you weren't a great guy or something like that. Like he was just like,
wow.
But yeah, you and Mariah would love.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
have
would.
to watch
You
this.
should watch
Check
this.
it out.
He also reminds me of Elvis's manager.
I need to watch that Elvis movie with Austin.
It was really good.
you've never seen it?
No.
I think I watched it 3 times. It's that good.
You know why? It's because I know how long it is, and I think it scares me to start it.
I watched it on a plane.
Oh, it's so good.
Good. Snakes
It's
on a
really
Plane.
good.
I like Mariah. I have a feeling they called it Dirty Pop because they're going to come out with other ones after this
Like
series.
Dirty Country and
no, Dirty, like the series of Dirty Pop. So next season or next one will be about Britney Spears or it's like all pops singers that went into shit with their management and all that. And I think that's a great title for
But it's
kind of a series.
That's the title because it's one of the songs.
NSYNC has a song
Dirty
called
Pop.
No, it's not.
Yeah. Dirty Pop. Sick and tired of hearing all these people
Damn,
talk
I thought
about.
I was about to get you guys. I was like, guys, I know this is why they
We
named
were
it
letting
that.
him cook for a little bit though.
I was like, okay.
Don't do that. Don't let me cook.
Doesn't matter.
I had that on a hit clip and I listened to the first 20 seconds every morning. I just
And then the beatbox dirty pop. Boom, 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 boom.
So good.
I saw this joke on TikTok. What do you call a girl a girl DJ that puts makeup on?
a girl DJ that puts makeup on.
That has makeup on. Sorry, that has makeup on. I might be saying the joke.
Trying to
wrong.
find the similar
It
word.
gave me a chuckle.
What? What is it?
Mascara.
Oh my! You were so close to hitting that.
No, I got it. Mascara.
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 Guys, she fucking did. She did it so much better.
That was cute. That was cute.
I just need to.
I'm just laughing that Zane was like perfect name for a documentary.
There's gonna be
Like I can't think of why it would be perfect outside of like a song title.
that's
No, Dirty Pop.
Do they interview the Backstreet Boys in it?
Yeah, who's in it?
I think it's all four. It's 4 of them or 5 of them. I don't think they got anybody from the NSYNC side. That's where Justin Timberlake, right?
Yeah.
NSYNC was Justin Timberlake, Lance Bass.
I don't think they got anybody. Maybe except for one person. They got most of Backstreet Boys
Okay.
in it. I thought they were gonna have Justin Timberlake, and I was so excited. I was like, oh shit.
Isn't he like nasty?
He does a lot of fun stuff while driving apparently.
Oh yeah, he got that DUI.
Yeah,
Is the body cam footage come out from that?
I don't know.
Before we continue, we want to give a big thank you to our next sponsor of this podcast, Zocdoc.
All right, look, being an adult has its high points. Like you can eat ice cream for dinner anytime you want, baby. But you know what? It's not all fun. You also have to do your taxes and figure out what's for dinner every freaking night, you know what I'm saying? And make doctor's appointments.
And for that one, there is ZocDoc, the healthcare app that makes adulting that much easier.
Zocdoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high quality in-network doctors, choose the right one for your needs, and click to instantly book an appointment.
That's right, baby. We're talking about in-network appointments with more than 100,000 healthcare providers across every specialty, from mental health to dental health, eye care to skin care, and so much more.
You can filter for doctors who take your insurance, who are located nearby, who are a good fit for any medical need you may have, and who are highly rated by verified patients.
And you can see their actual appointment openings, choose a time that works for you, and click to instantly book a visit.
Plus, ZocDoc appointments happen fast, baby, typically within just 24 to 72 hours of booking. You can even score same-day appointments.
And what I love about the app is that you could just go right here to Well Guide right there on the bottom, and it shows how many you've completed for the year, and you can instantly book an appointment. So right now I have an annual physical due, and it shows me right there. I didn't even know I was due.
Well, when is it?
I have to do it immediately. And you know what? I can get an appointment super fast.
So be like Heath and make sure you're up to date with those appointments. Stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to Zocdoc.com/Zane and Heath to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today.
One more time so you don't forget, that's Zocdoc.com/Zane and Heath.
And I'm going to tell them one more time so they don't forget. Zocdoc.com/Zane and Heath.
Thank you so much, Zocdoc, for sponsoring this podcast. We love you, and thank you for keeping me up to date right on my phone and let me know what I need.
But after watching the documentary, that made me feel 10 times worse of what we did on their stage.
Oh.
Oh, I completely.
Oh, y'all
forgot you
faked the
guys did
proposal,
that.
Yeah.
and they got mad. And apparently,
Yeah.
Kevin was the most mad at us.
Yeah, it was. And at
It's
the time, it
crazy.
just felt like so funny to us, because we're friends. But
Yeah.
like from an outside view, we're like, oh, okay, yeah, that's probably
There is
not.
a zero amount of money that somebody could offer me right now to go do that again. I cannot believe that was an actual moment in our lives.
Have we ever formally apologized about that?
We did.
I feel like we have,
did that
right?
day.
We never posted anything about it.
No, we did. We definitely talked about
We
this
posted
later.
about it on our Instagram stories, and then we all deleted it.
Oh no, that night we didn't talk about. No, that night we didn't post anything about
when the
it.
team reached out saying to pull it down, we were like, tell them we were so sorry. Like
Yeah.
we did not mean to like upset them or anything like that.
But yeah, one more time. We are truly sorry. We were drunk. We were stupid. We thought it'd be funny for us.
And to give the people context, we went to Vegas one time when Backstreet Boys were having their residency. We were invited to go. You guys got picked to go on stage for a very like romantic, slow song. You had like a rose on you or something.
Yeah,
I was wearing just like a pinky ring or some sort of ring on my finger.
Right. And
So
You were
The pe-
only wearing a ring.
The Vegas PR lady was connected with Backstreet Boys. We were all going to watch a show, and she was like, "Hey, they would love to have you guys, Heath and I, on stage for a song." And as soon as that got presented to us, immediately we're like, "We should do a proposal," as a joke. But like we were
obliterated.
We were
and
obliterated,
thinking on
and
our
it was
feet.
right as we're entering the venue. Like there was just no
villa.
thoughts.
I was just my head went to it too.
It's crazy, like how even now it doesn't matter what we're doing on stage. I would say absolutely not. I'm not going on stage for a song. That's weird as fuck. What are we gonna do?
It was a different time.
It really was a different time, and
Our heads just went to okay, propose.
Yeah, you were just trying to think out of your pocket and pull it out. And then the crowd went wild.
what?
I immediately knew as soon as we walked out and people were congratulating us that
We knew
I
it was
literally
bad.
I was sick to my stomach. And people were like, "Oh my gosh, we're so happy for you guys." I was just like,
Oh no!
like I knew
Heath,
immediately.
We both felt really bad when we were walking through. We sobered up quick,
Yeah.
and we were walking through like, oh my god, this was like not a good idea.
it's
more
I know it was very embarrassing, and you know what? We recognize that was very wrong, and we apologized multiple times. But I do want to say that how proud of us for committing to it. Not 1 second did we break on that stage, and that takes a lot because me, I'm surprised I didn't have a panic attack on stage.
And apologize for these outfits. They're horrendous.
You're right.
That was the
Oh, the
Mariah, my
knee.
skinny jeans when I wasn't
Apologize.
skinny.
This is actually bad.
Do you remember when Nick Carter though? Like,
He is
And
more.
I'm reliving it. I'm like,
You know who's
about
more
to throw
mortified?
up.
Mariah, that it wasn't her first.
Yeah, right. And I was late to Vegas, so I missed this whole thing.
Oh,
I met you
yes.
guys. I met you guys at dinner, so I heard about it, and I remember being like, I cannot believe he's engaged before me. Really?
I remember just us like getting the phone call like from the Backstreet Boys team, and we were all like talking to the PR girl, and she was like, "You guys got to delete that stuff. It really wasn't
Just, like,
cool."
don't talk
and I was
about
like,
it.
my 7-year-old self would be just freaking out
Oh
that
my
like,
God.
what, the Backstreet Boys are on the other line. They're mad at us. We're like, I can't believe this is how close I
Hey, a
got
win
to
is a
them.
win.
Yeah, knowing that Kevin was the most upset.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, oh.
Growing up listening to them and then being
Yeah. It was definitely not a proud moment. For
I'll
the both
never
of us.
forget though when
And
Nick Carter though was on that stage. He had a water bottle. He did this shit, and it was
Yes.
down to like the last bit, and he was looking at the audience, was like, "Who wants it?
Ugh.
Who wants it?" And everyone in the audience was like, "None of us, dude. That's disgusting. We want your backwash, Nick Carter. Like, what are you doing?"
he goes like this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he like ended up doing that, and it was just
brown.
The Backwash Boys.
Good.
We're sorry,
Not even
Backstreet Boys.
funny.
No.
Yes, again, sorry.
We didn't know that we did this was a thing that Backstreet Boys do during their concerts, but people go on stage and they actually propose. It's a big thing that the Backstreet Boys have during their concerts. So that's what also was another level that we found out after we did it, was that, oh, this is a thing that people do for the Backstreet Boys. So that was like another level of like,
I don't know what they expected y'all to do on that stage, though.
just dance.
Just dance and groove around.
Yeah.
Y'all needed to give them an end. It's like y'all were helping them out. Like
For a
The
show.
people that were watching the show that obviously did not know that it wasn't real.
Yeah.
Were probably, they went home like that was an awesome moment. They got to have that.
yeah.
Period.
Do you guys ever type? Well, I don't know. I wrote it down. Do you ever like type texting like FYI? Like, you know, it's so interesting. FYI, like texting is like just so harmless. But what FYI stands for is like for your information. That seems so
bitchy.
How fucking dare you?
Yes.
It's so per my last
For your
email.
information.
Right. Like I was about to like text it to a friend and I'm like, oh, I'll still say FYI.
Try to say those words in a friendly manner.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I think I can do it. I think I can do it. For your information.
Ooh.
Ooh,
That was not good.
I'm watching out for you. I'm watching out for like. For
Try
your
again. Try
information.
again.
For your information,
Not
this
bad.
just happened.
That's
bad.
pretty
Now,
good.
you can do the,
That's pretty good.
I mean, we were talking about it, and for your information,
Ooh,
that
that
yours
sounded
was a little-
like you really singled him out.
Yeah, that
Could've been
was
like, and for your information, like
that's sassy.
a little condescending.
That sounds like you're in a group and you're like you have an inside joke and you look at the person that's not in on it and you're like, well, for your information, we have this thing.
Just to fill you in.
Oh wait, I mean, for your information,
That's what I was thinking. I was trying to like get that
that's flirty.
for your
That's
For your
good.
informa-
For your
Yeah,
information.
Like add a wink on your.
for your information. I can't wait.
You're letting them in.
For your information.
for
Some
your-
of this.
That's
For
all-
your
that's all I'm
information.
I use FYI.
For your information.
Oof.
Ooh, that seems like you did something wrong.
He's sleeping on the couch
Really,
tonight.
really quick. For your information. That's pretty good.
That was good. I think when you say it
that
fast.
felt caring.
Karen?
Caring.
Oh, Karen.
Carrie.
Hey, before you go out there, just for your information, everybody in
All
there
right,
is
yeah.
allergic to peanuts.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, something like
You have to preface it. You have to
Right.
soften
Eye roll.
the landing for it.
Eye roll.
Yeah.
Come on.
hey, just to let you know for your information that it's a little bit.
You do have to whisper it.
It's got to be
All right, I got it.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, for your information, I'm getting dinner tonight.
See, that's good.
Pretty
That's good.
Yeah, that was good.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, it's got to be in a helpful tone.
One that I hate, but I know people just do it, and I think I need to get over it in my brain that it's not mean when people say it's not just that.
Oh,
Like,
well, that's
you're
only
giving-
said in like an argument.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
No,
hate that.
but you sometimes people just like you're just having a conversation talking about a thing and you're giving your thought about something and a person goes, yeah, well, it's not just that, it's this. And it's like, obviously
can't
it's not just
stand
that. You can
that.
go,
Yeah.
that's a good point. And
Yeah.
That when I hear that makes me feel like the person's not listening to what I just said.
right.
Like,
or it
yeah,
undermines
not just that. Yeah, like they pushed it aside. Here's what I'm thinking.
Right,
Like,
because
it's like-
I have a hard time listening. That's one of the phrases I would use when I'm not paying attention, which is like a lot of the time, right? I also
It's like an easy way to like
Yeah.
agree almost.
exactly,
Like,
or
you
I do no, but like I'm saying no to as the beginning, what I'm about to say right after you said something which I'm supposed to be agreeing with, but I say no,
Zane,
but
Zane
You should
says
say,
Zane
yeah.
says not only that. That's what you. Now that I'm thinking about
Yeah.
it, you say not only that. This.
yeah.
yeah.
But it's so I think you use it in a way to say like you're wrong, but you don't want to
It
be
can
mean
come
about
off.
it. You know what
makes,
I mean?
It makes the person who just said whatever they really wanted to say feel very small.
Yeah.
Like
Wow.
he goes, okay, well, fine. What I just said doesn't matter.
Right.
But I think people just say it not knowing how weighted it can be to the
Yeah.
other person. Imagine being in a workplace and the whole team's getting together. You guys are talking about business stuff, and you're like, this is important. And one of your teammates goes, well, it's not just that.
And you're
It's
just
actually
like, oh,
this, boss. And you're like,
Yeah.
I feel so stupid.
fuck
Damn.
you.
I'm gonna really think about.
I think some people just
gonna
naturally
say.
use it as like a filler or like the beginning of a sentence. You're not really like doing it to like
Yeah.
belittle someone, but that's what it comes off.
I hear it on podcasts all the time. People who are like talking and interviewing their person, and they say it's not just that. I'm like, why are you saying that? I don't know.
Well, thank you. I mean, I genuinely did not know that was like a thing, so I'm gonna think about that.
I'm just
Some people may not even be bothered by it. I'm bothered by it, but I get over it because I know that wasn't their intention.
Yeah.
But I just think it's just not polite.
Exactly. That's good.
Speaking of polite manners, I was thinking about this. Obviously, I'm a big yes, sir, no, ma'am, any customer service. When I'm talking, thank you, how's your day? I always like, I'm listening to it. Sometimes I'm like, I also like want to have good manners because what if I got abducted and they were retracing the steps and they're like, what was that guy? There was a guy who walked in. What do you remember? And you want them to be like, well, he was actually really nice.
Good point, Matt. Because if you were a dick or just like they didn't like your energy, why am I gonna help this guy out?
Yeah. So it's like a good like safety thing. Treat everybody kind. Because
Really
if
good.
something happens to you and they're retracing their steps, they
not
want
just
to
for
get.
the sake of treating
I know,
people.
but just selfishly, like just so I'm found.
No.
No, I know.
I
but
do it out of just habit, but in my
Yeah.
brain, I'm like, I wonder if I got abducted, what that person would say about me is like the last interaction there with me. Like,
It's the reward of being nice to people. It's
Yes.
something added bonus for sure.
The other day, Heath and I were out, and there were these kids with their mom, and I purposely interacted with the kids so I can remember their face just in case. She had like a soccer jersey on, so I knew their last name. I knew the number on her jersey, and the front had the school on it. So I knew I had all that information, but I wanted to look at their face. They were in just such a...
You could tell
it was a weird situation. So
the
like
mom was very abusive.
We parked and we there was a Tesla parked in two spots, right in the middle, but so diagonal, like horrible parking. And we were just like, sorry, Zane. We were like, of course it's a Tesla.
Enough.
Just horrible drivers.
I'm just terrible with kids because I have a Tesla.
Horrible drivers. So we were just like, oh, of course it's a Tesla. And all the doors open at the same time. The mom beelines for, we went to a bagel shop, beelines for the bagel shop. The kids are like walking behind, closing the doors. They're still at the car, and they're young kids. They're like 10 years old. And she walks in without them, doesn't look back to check on them. And
doesn't like
I'm
wait for them
thinking,
to keep the door
now
open.
I'm putting my shoes in like a kidnapper. I had plenty of time to take those kids. She didn't even look back. She went in, the bagel shop door closed. They're still walking from the car.
Wow.
So now Heath and I are standing behind them to make sure like everything's good because there's
like other like kind of like sketchy characters that
Yeah.
were like nearby that
So we were just making sure because the mom just didn't even look back. And then they get into the shop and they're ordering and I can hear the son. He's just like, the mom said something and he was like, why do you say those things? And I guess she was like being
nasty.
rude.
The mom was saying that to the
kids
son?
were
the
embarrassed.
son said that to the mom.
The mom was, I guess, being disrespectful to the workers. I didn't hear that conversation, but the kids were trying to like kind of put her in check, but they were quiet, whatever.
Wow.
And they got their order, and the mom just all of a sudden leaves, like storms
Walked out without
and the
them.
kids are standing there, and they're left to wait for the order. And she beelines and she leaves. And then Heath and I step up to order next and her keys are there. I see the Tesla key. So I'm like, perfect. So I grab the key, I turn around and I give it to the daughter. And now I have her face. I'm like, perfect. I have your last name, your school. I have your face.
Creep.
Right.
You're the real monster in the
person
store.
I'm worried about. But I just wanted to make sure, just in case I got questioned. We were the only ones in there. And the mom leaves. Now the kids are sitting outside. Now, sitting outside, there's no tables and chairs to eat at. It's just like a bench.
Yeah.
So there's like two men sitting there, and everyone's looking at these kids. Like there's two men, and it's me and Heath. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna sit where the kids are because now this girl trusts me because I just gave her the keys.
Right.
So I'm sitting there, and they keep like looking at us, and they're trying to call the mom, and she's not picking up, and the mom we see her she just flies away. It's a
Got
red
in the
Tesla.
car and just zoomed.
I don't know where she went. She went blocks.
Wait,
and
the kids are still they're
Still
the kids are
sitting
still
outside.
sitting there. Their order gets called. They
How
grab
old
the
are these
bagels.
kids,
Like
by the
10.
way?
The guy,
Had to
the
be
son
10.
was 10 and the daughter was younger. She was probably
Like 9 and 10, probably young. Way too young to be
Yeah.
left. Today's day and age.
yeah.
At our time, we would have been left. It would have been all right.
Different time.
Different time. And so they were trying to call, and the brother was like, "Can you try to call mom?" And like they just looked like
they just looked
exhausted.
defeated.
Yeah, she was gone for so long. They grabbed the order. They both finished their bagel sandwiches.
They just
by
like
the time
sat there
she
like
got
eating
back.
it in their lap, and like we sat like outside like nearby just to like make sure
because there was a lot of adults around them.
Yeah.
But like
Very creepy, but I would have gotten one of their names.
I have their last name.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
From the
they
shirt.
were in.
Oh.
They were both in like soccer uniforms.
Yeah.
So I had their last name and their number.
Just like, I mean, I don't know if this is totally inappropriate, but you can call in for certain like people and be like, sorry, I feel like this family needs to check in.
Yeah.
Like
I know.
just for somebody to
I
go.
I don't know what
know.
to do in that situation. But I felt immediately responsible because I was like,
and they just like sat there like kind of in silence, like just like eating, and they
didn't really talk to each other. They weren't like, they looked like normal kids. They were like gorgeous kids in just normal soccer uniforms. They have extracurricular activities. They were part of a school. She had a nice car, but like something underlining was like really weird about that
interesting.
relationship. The fact that
Freaks.
she did not look back once. She didn't say goodbye. She just left. She didn't pick up the phone the first couple of times. When they finally got a hold of her, it was like a long conversation. She was like, and the daughter was like, well, how much longer? And then she hung up and the kids weren't talking. And then the brother was like, did she say anything? Like, it just
felt so
really
really
bad.
sad.
Yeah, I felt really bad. So I hope
God.
they're all right.
When a little kid comes up to you though, like, I'm a stranger. Why are you talking? Like, I get.
You kind of get like frustrated. Like,
Well, I'm
in front
just
of
you
their-
also
one,
don't
I,
wanna
like,
be
look
seen-
around. Like kids come up to Patricia all the time. They're like, "Hi," or like, you know,
Yeah,
like a little
it's
kid comes up and you're like, "Hi." Like the first thing is like, one, to look around for a parent. Like, "Hi."
Yeah.
I it just feels weird. Like I should not be
I know what
talking
you
to
mean.
this child.
because I love like waving at babies.
Yeah.
And doing like that type of stuff.
Yeah.
And then like some parents are like really cute about it, right? And they're like, aren't they the sweetest? I'm like, yeah, it's such a cute baby. And then some are like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't
And
know
like,
my child.
Because then I'm like, I'm sitting there like
Yeah.
to somebody else.
Just
And
like-
then I'm like, Mariah showed me this video of this baby running around in Italy, like around a restaurant. And like everybody there, like
She
it
took
just-
her first steps in Sicily and they were at a restaurant and the baby was just walking over to all the other families at the tables and they were just letting them
and
pick
then
her up.
like the other people, they were like,
just
oh
free.
yeah, and they were just like holding the baby.
Just
and
not
then-
a worry.
It's Italy.
Yeah, not a worry in the world. It was just like, yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead. Like we're all family.
It's so funny hearing like our parents talk about stories when they were younger, like 9, 10 years old, riding their bikes to the beach and just going after school and like hanging out with all the kids and like having fun and like
You
she was
literally
like-
can't do that now.
she was like, we genuinely did not think anything would ever happen. Like it wasn't even a question of like, be safe out there, you might get kidnapped.
yeah.
They
And when you were
didn't-
gone, you were gone.
Yeah.
They didn't even think about it. And I don't know if it was happening back then, but there was no social media to like
Awareness. It just wasn't
showing
awareness.
like you if you didn't have the news on that day,
For
you
that-
probably
exactly.
didn't know if that area like it wasn't like so
Mm-hmm.
I genuinely don't know.
Like come home before the street lights turn on.
Yeah.
And they would come home when they heard a cowbell ring.
But even,
Yeah, right.
even my mom said when the son of Sam was in their neighborhood, all the kids would just sit on their porch and like they would hear, you know, you occasionally hear like a gunshot or whatever. They would wait for a gunshot and the kids would sit on the porch and be like, if you hear 3 gunshots in a row, that means son of Sam killed somebody. Like that's what my mom used to do. But there
Whoa.
was a serial killer running around their neighborhood, but the kids were out. It was just, it was different. I don't know. I can't even imagine
of
that
Sam.
today. The son of Sam.
I think you'd be a really good 911 operator.
Yes. You would be
If I
You'd be incredible.
if I knew I didn't have to deal with children calling, I would definitely do it.
You got to be tough.
That's hard.
Got to be very tough.
The amount of 911 calls that I've heard of like 5-year-olds calling and their parents are
Shot like hi sweetheart, oh you have a dog, tell me
Right.
more about the dog, sweetheart. Do you know if there's any more guns in the house? Let's get to a safe place. Well, you're very smart, you're 5
Yeah.
years old. That's
I'd definitely be really
getting
good
them
at
to-
it with the kids, but I wouldn't be able to sleep at night.
yeah
Yeah.
that
I'm
stuff
sure it
would
takes
stay
a
with
lot
you.
of They
would
probably
love to
they probably put them through tests, like not tests, but like mental
Just therapy.
Yeah.
Do they have tours?
therapy too, but just more like you need to be at 100 every day. Like you cannot go
Yeah.
in there having a bad day or
When they're like doing it, what really upsets me is when you hear
I did it again. I just did it.
But it's not just that.
Not only
I didn't
that.
I just did it.
Oh, really?
She said therapy. I was like, not therapy, but
And describes therapy. What makes me feel really bad is
Terrible.
when the kids are like, how much longer? And like they can't get there immediately, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But like they're rushing and like like seconds are so crucial.
And always train your kids from the jump, no matter how small. What's your phone number? What's your address? Mm-hmm. What are your parents' names? Not just mommy and daddy. What are their first and last names?
lot of
Like
people
you have to
don't
know.
think about that.
I know. My mom did that for us as soon as we were able to comprehend numbers. She was like, phone number, go. Address, go. What are our names?
that's so interesting. I wonder when I like learned my mom's first and last name, like what age I was.
I remember memorizing my home telephone number when I was
I
in
remember
kindergarten.
For
practicing.
scouts or
In
scouts,
kindergarten.
that was like part of like our requirement.
Practicing was so fun.
Yeah. I remember repeating it and being like, I got it. I
Damn.
still have it.
All right. That
Jump
was
into the unwind.
yeah,
Yeah,
that
let's
what a
do it.
roller coaster of a season.
That was fun. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it. Also, make sure to check out the Patreon, patreon.com/Zane and Heath. We do a bonus episode every single month. We do a live Q&A every single month. We also keep these cameras rolling after every episode, so you get an extended cut, bonus footage. And,
Juicy stuff that we can't release to the public.
Yeah, we're about to do that right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, again, patreon.com/Zane and Heath. We love you so much.
And you can check out these episodes every Monday, audio form, on all your favorite podcast platforms. And we post the video version of these podcasts, which you guys should definitely watch because we are a visual show, baby. We're beautiful people. At youtube.com/Zane and Heath. And we post that every Tuesday.
All right.
Ciao.
We'll see you next week.
Ciao, ciao. Bye.